Stop being a cunt.
All right, I got it.
Okay. Welcome to Forever Talking, where we talk nothing forever. My name is Ian Moore with my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas. And on today's episode of Forever Talking, it's episode uh 42.
Damn.
I know we're coming up on a year.
September 24th, I think. I feel like that was a year.
That doesn't make sense because we release an episode every week.
No, we didn't. You remember we were doing every 2 weeks when we first started.
Is that true?
Yeah, because when we were going to the one place, we would go every 2 weeks.
Huh. Let's take a look-sees.
Look, it was on a Monday, so just go look at I swear it was September 24th.
Forever Talking.
I guess you could go look at
October 3rd. The first episode released on October 3rd.
it, but that was released.
Whatever. We'll just say a year is October 3rd.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So suck a dick. Eat an ass, man. All right, just shut up. Just shut up. Stop talking. Just fucking knock it off.
Fine.
God damn. All right. So on today's episode of Forever Talking, we are, this is bullshit. Fucking thing is hiding from me. On today's episode, what?
I'm trying to figure out what topics we're talking about today.
Oh, we're talking about UFC 293. We're talking about the announcement of MISFITS X Series 009. And we're also going to be doing our predictions for the week 1 of NFL football. So pretty loaded episode. We got a lot to talk about.
All right.
This is some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
let's end with football.
Let's end with football.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we could just go ahead and I don't even know the fucking.
We should just do UFC first, because that card, it's really not that good.
The card isn't great, no.
And I think they're not.
And it's on a fucking Sunday, I think.
It's on September 8th, right? Fuck, I don't know. It could be on a Sunday.
$293 Adesanya versus Strickland in Sydney on September 9th.
Oh shit. I think that is Sunday.
Oh, Saturday, September 9th. No. Wikipedia's just got it all fucked up.
Why the fuck are you using Wikipedia?
I'm not using it. That's just like the site that Google, like whenever you look up 293, like the description of the event, for whatever reason, they were citing Wikipedia. I'm not really sure why. This card sucks.
I know.
Dog shit card.
I know.
Shitter. Dana White really was not trying on this one.
Well, I think what happened was they went to Australia, so they try to get Australia fighters.
I know
the co-main event. That one's decent.
I just don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah, then
I don't give a fuck about any of these guys. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, listen, there's nothing to talk about UFC 293 because the card is not that exciting because he's just throwing in filler cards to get to UFC 300, it feels like. It's an Adesanya card, so the pay-per-view will sell just fine, but at the end of the day, we know how this is going to turn out, right? It's kind of like, unless Adesanya is fighting a guy who's literally fucking 40 pounds heavier than him, he's gonna win.
Yeah.
certainly against Strickland.
Yeah, we saw how Piero went.
I mean,
It's
I
a good
guess
match.
on paper,
I just mean style wise. Like it should be exciting to watch.
he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, most likely, but
Head kick, dead. I don't see like Strickland's funny. The
sometimes.
the odds of this are -600. Izzy to 440.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I just like what is Strickland? What's Strickland? He's number 5 in the division.
Yeah, but he's kind of like that stepping stone. Like you fight him to see if you're good.
But fucking Adesanya, we know Adesanya's good.
Well, so he wasn't really supposed to fight him. Do you remember the guy who fought Robert Whitaker last? That
Yeah,
whatever. This was supposed to be his fight, but he pulled out.
really?
Yeah,
Like they announced it as Adesanya versus that guy, and then
I think they did. I either Izzy wanted to fight like it this weekend, but I think they did announce it, and then he pulled out. So like, no, they might have not announced it, but it was planned. Because like Sean Strickland, this is like a month notice.
hmm. Well, Strickland has won his last 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Um,
watch the last one.
fuck, he fought in December 17th, 2022, and then he fought fucking in January 14th.
He also fought in July.
So he's been super active.
Yeah,
He won in by second round KO against Magomedov. Who's 25-5-1, so that's pretty impressive.
no, he's good.
Yeah,
It's just,
Strickland's not a bad fighter. I
it's
mean, he's
just
27-5. It's just
Israel's insane, and he's
he's
got the perfect body type.
Izzy's fucking cracked.
But he's got the
Who
perfect body type too.
Izzy's lost 2 fights. Who has he lost to? He lost to
Uh,
Piera and
John Pavovic or whatever.
oh yeah. So
But
Izzy can only lose to light heavyweights.
yeah, but like if you watch that fight was close. Like he could have easily won that.
Yeah. So um I'm gonna go unanimous decision Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, this.
I don't see him knocking Strickland out because Izzy's not like
Yeah,
I,
the only reason he got Piero was Piero didn't respect him.
yeah. Izzy's kind of like Izzy can knock people out, but Izzy's more of like I'm gonna fucking toy with you and just kind of pick you apart kind of guy.
Because Sean Strickland, he's got a weird like defense. So
Maybe like it's either gonna be head kick dead or it's gonna be unanimous. But like I don't see this. It's not if it goes to decision, it's not gonna be a split decision victory.
no, he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, so I got Adesanya by unanimous decision.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say Izzy wins by the second round.
KO,
TKO. I think. Well, yeah, I guess KO. Yeah.
head kick dead.
No, I think he's just gonna punch him and drop him, and just it's gonna be over quick.
Hey, I mean, these two. What's interesting is these two really hate each other. So
Yeah.
that's kind of fun, I guess. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, like Adesanya, it's like he's beaten everybody in that division, and there's
Yeah.
nothing like that. Like, there's no fights in that division besides like if Khamzat Chimaev goes up to 185, then I'm like, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that would be a great fight, but
It's just like he's beaten everybody, and he continues to beat everybody, and the only people he can like lose to are those who are fucking 20 pounds heavier than he is.
he's a cheat code. That was unfair.
when Pierre is not 20 pounds heavier than Izzy is. Pierre is about 40 pounds heavier than fucking Izzy is. So
Yeah, the
I don't
press
know,
conference
man.
interesting though.
I would like it. I would like it if Izzy just says let's go for the double belt.
Well, they'll probably, you know what they'll probably do? They'll probably have him win a couple more, and then if Pierre can win his next one,
Are they
they
putting
can.
the? Are they doing? Oh, they're probably gonna do Pierre for the light heavyweight title, right?
Yeah, I forgot Jerry or Yuri. I don't know how to say it. That probably will be it.
So they're gonna do. So UFC 300 is gonna be Israel Adesanya versus Pierre fucking 3 for the light heavyweight championship, and then it's gonna be Volkanovski versus Islam for the lightweight championship.
Yeah,
That sounds fun. And then if they both win, they can celebrate in the end in the cage together at the end of the night with 4 belts.
that'd be sick.
That'd be kind of cool.
Then we'll have a
Uh,
fight.
but yeah, there's like I don't even think who the fuck is in that 185 division. Costa.
Yeah, you got Paulo Costa, Robert Whitaker. I can't think of the guy's name. It's like Dubois or whatever. The guy who just beat him.
I mean, like I would watch Izzy versus Paulo Costa. I would watch Izzy versus Whitaker. But it's just like I kind of get it. Like I kind of feel like I just kind of
Well, Whitaker versus that would be a good one because they've already fought, and that second fight was really close. But
Paulo
Khamzat Chimaev,
Costa.
he's got to win.
He's got to fight first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He hasn't fought in over a year, so I don't care how good you are.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, he fought on the Nate Diaz card.
Has it been a year?
Yeah, I think that was in like last August.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he fought Kevin Holland.
And he won in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, because it's Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland's good,
I love Kevin Holland, but he ain't beating he
but
ain't
he
he
he's
he
that
ain't
step.
beating he's not
He's just
beating top fives. He's
yeah,
yeah.
he knows that too.
Yeah. I like I don't know. I would love to watch Izzy versus Chimaev. Because that there's that danger that Izzy isn't necessarily a wrestler.
No one's
Um
take him down.
and Chimaev is. It really is Volkanovski versus Islam, but in a higher weight class. But it's just different because
The weight's fair though.
the weight is
Like
fair.
Islam should not be a lightweight. That guy's a cheater.
He's not a lightweight, he's a welterweight. He goes down to welterweight. But if you miss welterweight by 8 pounds, you don't deserve to be in welterweight.
Oh, Chimaev, you're talking about Chimaev?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chimaev. Well, Islam really I mean,
He is a welter.
Islam, I mean, it's the same thing with the fucking Khabib and stuff like that. But Islam's never missed weight before, has he?
No, but to be fair though, if you cut that much weight, it's easier to get knocked out. So there is a negative to it.
That's a giant that division. Uh, that I mean, fuck Oliveira missed weight. I mean, a lot of those guys are bigger and have to cut down a substantial amount to get there.
Yeah.
But then there's Chimaev who misses fucking the 170 mark by 9 fucking pounds. It's like, did you even try? Did you even try?
I feel like that was a little sketchy. Nate Diaz's last fight. Who knows?
They had no right putting fucking Nate Diaz and Chimaev together. That was Dana White saying, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, he wants to leave. That's fine.
Yeah. We're going to kill him on the way out, though. What a fucking scumbaggy thing to do. Just whatever, dude. Anyway, that's all we have to talk about with UFC 293. There's nothing really to add. It's just Adesanya wins. LOL.
If Israel wasn't on that, there's no way that would be a pay-per-view.
Not even close. Um. Anyways, over the weekend, a fucking bombshell dropped. Um. Turns out Misfits, the Prime card, will be Misfits 10 because there's going to be a Misfits 9 pay-per-view in 3 weeks.
Fuck.
3 fucking weeks. They announced this thing on 3 weeks' notice.
That's so dumb. But I guess
I thought the Prime card was just going to be Misfits 9. And they were just going to not do a pay-per-view in between now and then. That seems like the smarter thing to do. But they're going for it. They announced, and I guess this got delayed so much just because of there was so many fucking pullouts and issues, and they couldn't this, that, and the other thing. Today they announced Walid versus Dean 2 for the Prime card. And they're still trying to find an opponent for Salt Poppy. Right now, it's kind of looking like it's going to be Austin McBroom because Blueface got stabbed. They mentioned, I don't know if it's going to be Austin McBroom. They mentioned Austin McBroom as like a pretty big opponent. It's either going to be Austin or it's going to be King Kenny or it's going to be Slim.
Slim won't fight him though, right?
No, but you know, they have to find. There's been like they remember when Kenny lost to Ashley Roxu, that guy Kenny was like very supposed to beat
And he just didn't like throw.
and he didn't throw at all. That guy wanted to fight Saul Poppy, but Keemstar came forward and he's like, I mean, I appreciate Ashley, but we have to find like a high level influencer. They want it to be like a mega fight feel.
Bro, when you have Logan Paul and KSI fighting on your thing, you don't need anyone else.
Well, that's why they're unloading the clip. Like they want him in a pay-per-view drawing mega fight.
I know that. But
And like you can get that with Kenny, you can get that with Slim, you can get that with
I don't think that will bring
Austin.
down viewers.
I think Salt Poppy's a draw. And
No,
they just want to unload the clip. That's what they want to do.
But not every fight on that card has to be the big one.
Well, that's what they want. So and I agree. I agree that not every fight has to be the big one because Salt Poppy should be main eventing some of these other Misfits pay-per-views because you run into a situation like what we got here with Misfits 9, which they announced the full card, and I'll kind of give you a rundown here.
Here.
Excuse me. Apologies. You're not gonna know a lot of names on this thing. I'm gonna call what it is. You're not gonna. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 fights on this thing. I'm assuming some are prelim fights. Cool. That like to be honest, there's only like there's not a lot of fucking fights here. But just going through, we'll just start from start to finish, and like just because we don't know everybody on this card, it's kind of the same thing with a lot of other like Misfit shows because you have to build these guys up somehow, and that doesn't mean they're not going to be entertaining fights.
Yeah.
Okay. First things first, it's gonna be Carla Jade versus Tash Weekender.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these are the prelims. Okay, now I understand. Pulley R versus Small Spartan J and AJ Bunker versus Lil Belzy. So these are the prelim fights. I won't talk about that too much. So there's 6 fights on the main card. Cool. Callum Izzard versus OJ Rose. I think OJ Rose fought in that tag team fight, didn't he? I have no fucking idea. I think so. Simba versus Master Uguay.
0 for 5. Have no idea who these people are.
I believe Simba made a song with KSI a few years ago. So if this is the same guy, I don't know. Gabriel Silva, which is Anderson Silva's son,
Okay.
versus Ben Davis. Ben Davis has never fought before, and Gabriel Silva has won a bunch of amateur fights, so Ben's gonna die. I know we should save these predictions for the like the week of episode, but I figure we should just get that one out of the way
How are we gonna make a prediction? We don't know any of these people.
because
Why?
we you should know these next couple ones
All right, we'll see.
potentially. Um, we just talked about him, Ashley Raksu versus Hala Ham.
You think I know who Holla Ham is?
You should, because you can't put the name to the face. But Hala Ham fought he was like Saw Poppy's first opponent. He
That dude.
real is the dude who has he had the skin cancer on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I hate like mentioning that as the way to describe him, but
But I remember us talking about it.
yeah, but we talked about it whenever he's kind of a bigger dude.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna get mollywopped. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, this next one should probably be the main event, but it's not for some reason. FaZe Temper. He back. What the fuck just happened?
I am. I tell. There we go.
You went all black and then he vanished.
Someone called me during it, and I had to figure out. I didn't want to press like end on you and accept that, so I had to.
Who was it?
I can't release the name.
Do I know him?
Yeah,
Am I friends with him?
yeah. I'll give you a hint. He's in our fantasy football league.
Oh, is it Jif?
He's not white. You'll know who it is now.
Wow, that really boils it down.
It does. It does.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I love him. I love that fucking guy.
But we're busy.
That kid's the nicest kid on the planet. Like,
Yeah,
I've known him. Huh?
He's a shithead though. Like you know how we were shitheads.
Yeah, he's a shit talker.
Like John plays hockey on Mondays, and like they have a camera at the place, and he specifically bought it just to shit on him. Like I'll take a screenshot. I'd be like, "What the hell is this, John?"
I knew him whenever. I think I've known him since kindergarten. I'm pretty sure that's whenever we met. We were in the same kindergarten class.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. I love him. Fuck. Speaking of the fantasy draft, dude. Hey, I threw out a trade to you and you never accepted it.
Actually, it was so bad.
Joe Mixon for Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I want to help your team out, but like,
I get it. No, I was just throwing that out there. I need to get rid of. So I'm gonna kind of play these next couple weeks and kind of see who is performing the worst on my team. I got rid of Marquez Valdez-Scantling because Amar dropped.
I saw that. I looked at the waiver. I like watching that.
I picked up Marquez Valdez-Scantling because like Aaron Rodgers loved throwing to him and he's on the Chiefs, but like apparently Patrick Mahomes never throws him the fucking ball. So I was like
Travis Kelce.
So I'd rather have somebody more consistent. So I picked him up, and then I'm just gonna figure out who performs the worst between Breece Hall and Joe Mixon and drop whoever that is.
I feel like running backs are the hardest to figure out on that.
Yeah, but I like in theory, Breece Hall should be a lot better.
Yeah, they have 7.8 average, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, but that's just because he's hurt.
Yeah, like
so he's coming off of so I think whenever he like really picks up, he's gonna be good. But I don't want to drop him now and find that out later.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones is on the path. It's like a whole like I'm trying to figure out the whole bye issue with week 7. What I'm gonna do with that.
You're gonna take that week.
Yeah, so it's either I'm just gonna take the L, but it's also like I don't want, like, in theory, Jamar Chase and T Higgins on the same team sounds incredible, and
Not
and
fantasy football.
and probably not in fantasy football because if one of them's doing good, the other person's not doing very good.
Yeah.
So it's like I have to figure out a way to either like turn if Christian Watson's gonna ball out, then
Well, he is.
I don't
I think
know.
he's
I tried to offer John Higgins, McPherson, and fucking Joe Mixon for Devontae Adams. He turned it down.
I don't blame him.
Well, he has no fucking idea who Devontae Adams is. I put a message in the thing. I was like, you need a kicker, and Jimmy G's throwing to Devontae Adams. Joe Burrow's throwing to T Higgins. Who knows what could happen? I tried to get Garrett Wilson. I threw I threw T Higgins at I think Teddy, who has what's his name, Amari St. Brown or something like that on
Oh
the
yeah.
Lions. He didn't go for that, so
No one ever accepts anything for the most part. I feel like.
no. So like, I guess I'm just gonna hold on. But like Higgins does great. His 2022 season was the same as his 2021 season. So
And
I
this is
just
his,
have to,
right.
huh?
This is his last year on contract, right?
Yeah, but he'll be back next year. So
Yeah, but usually when players like on their last year, that's when they do their best so they can get that big contract.
yeah. So I just have to kind of hope that Joe Burrow distributes the ball evenly.
Yeah.
And then I have to make a decision between and then I just have to make a decision with fucking Joe Mixon and Brees Hall. And it's probably just gonna be I'm just gonna have to either
You can
trade
also
huh?
look who they're playing too.
Yeah, like I mean we could talk like I'm not gonna start Joe Burrow this week because he's coming off of an injury and he's facing Cleveland. Well, I wasn't gonna start him anyway, but he's facing Cleveland and those two swap games every season.
Yeah, and that's division games are hard.
Yeah. And I'm expecting Joe Mixon to not be great, and Brees Hall's not going to get a lot of snaps in the Bills game, probably.
I'd imagine he will.
They said he's just going to be used sparingly. So we'll see what that means. I don't know. We have to figure it out. So it's either I have to make a decision with Joe Mixon and Brees Hall, and it's probably going to be I'm getting rid of fucking Joe Mixon.
Yeah, you could trade him though, probably.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, who's a fucking decent running back who like compares to Joe Mixon. Like Nick Chubb's is 10 times better than Joe Mixon.
That's why that trade wasn't that. I was like, oh, really? That would be like in real life if you offered me just hang up.
I texted Amar. He texted me. He's like, "That was a good draft." And I text him back. I go, "Garrett Wilson, what's your price?" And he never responded.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like if I threw Joe Burrow and T Higgins at him, he would take it.
Yeah, because who's his quarterback? Is it Trevor Lawrence? I feel like
He is Trevor and Geno Smith.
Geno Smith last year was good.
He's not Joe Burrow. So if
Yeah,
I really care, I could just trade Joe Burrow as a sweetener to get that extra wide receiver.
I would do it. If
I
you're
know
trying
you I know you would, but I want to hold Joe Burrow hostage. So no, so Amar has to rely on Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is going to be good because he's in that shit league with the Colts, the Texans, and the Titans.
Too many interceptions. I don't trust him.
Yeah, that is true.
Way too many interceptions. And I think that Rodgers has something to prove in playing with the Bills. And he like this won't be a game where he's gonna start slow. Because you have to start fast with his schedule. So I don't think it's gonna be one of those like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is just gonna play and get blown out week one because he's just gonna half ass it.
They have too good of a defense.
Yeah, and they're really like marketing that game as like the big one for the the week one. So anyway,
Let's get back to the card. We got like 3 fights.
back to the card. FaZe Temper's coming back after his knockout loss to JJ in January, I believe. He's coming back to fight Ginty. Ginty fought Halaham in his last fight, and he also his debut fight was against JMX months ago.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, you know him if you saw him. He's kind of a tall, lankier guy. I mean, the big draw here is FaZe Temper.
Yeah.
Temper, you know, he owns FaZe Clan, coming off of the loss to JJ. He's training with Deontay Wilder's coach. You would think that this should be the main event. Like, these guys have both fought multiple times on Misfits cards, but it's not. It's not the main event.
Or do you hear that? They're like fucking vacuuming upstairs right now.
Who?
My grandparents. Why the fuck are they vacuuming right now? It's like 5.
I didn't know that vacuuming had to come at any specific part of the day.
I just feel like most people vacuum like in the day, like in the morning. Oh, you know what? You know what? It's not a vacuum. It's a hair dryer. Never mind. I think. But it's really distracting me. I'm just gonna ignore it.
You should. You
All right,
should ignore it.
Final fight.
Hold on. I have to Google this to make sure I remember who he is. First. Who's that dickhead who knocked the guy out and kept punching while he was down?
Oh, isn't it like more? No.
Chase Demore.
Yeah. He's fighting?
No.
Well, that guy did it.
I know, but this isn't the same person I thought it was. Okay. I mean, in theory, this makes a little bit of sense. I still don't quite understand it, but whatever. I don't remember if he's a bare knuckle fighter or hold on, I have to figure this out before I provide more context.
Say the names.
Idris Virgo and Aaron Chalmers.
Yeah, I've never seen him.
It's Aaron. Fuck me. Oh, he fought on Kingpin last month. He was I believe he was the bare knuckle fighter. He was Aaron Chalmers. I believe he was in the past he was an MMA or bare knuckle fighter.
I remember him, kind of.
He fought Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition like a couple months ago. He got mollywopped. He's got 2.4 million followers. Now I know why he's in the main event.
Was that the mob guy he fought?
No, that was somebody else. That was Gotti.
Who the fuck keeps fighting Floyd?
People, I don't have an answer. I think the question is more of why the fuck does Floyd keep fighting? But
we know why he spends so much fucking money.
He is. Oh, he appeared in reality TV shows. And he was a Bellator fighter.
Oh.
So he's a celebrity / Bellator fighter. And he's fighting Idris Virgo. Idris fought Anthony Taylor on the Misfits 4 card and beat the fuck out of him. KSI's buddy. He's in KSI's camp. Real boxer.
Oh, so
He's fought once on Misfits. Why he's the main event of Misfits 9, I haven't exactly put that together, but it's mainly because Aaron Chalmers is fighting.
it's a card we might skip
No, we'll watch it. We'll watch it. You want to know why?
because we'll watch it the next day where we can fast forward.
Because we got in that and we have nothing better to do.
Well, now that football's starting,
Well, if this is going on during any football games, then this will be we're gonna rewind. We're gonna fast forward through this one. Yeah, we're gonna.
when is it?
Huh?
When is it?
September 23rd.
Okay.
So they literally like threw this together, announced it, and they're like, "Here's a Misfits card. It's happening in 3 weeks."
Kind of shit, but here you go.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks before, 3-ish weeks before the Prime card. I don't know. I can't. I mean, this has probably always been the plan. I just think it's weird. I just don't.
It's
I
kind of
don't.
quick.
Yeah, it's like a really fast turnaround. It's almost like, is it even worth putting this card on?
In fact, they just want to do it to make 10 the big one.
I guess. And like the venue that this is in, it's in a venue that only holds 3,000 people. So
Smart.
it's smart. They'll sell that out. JJ will be there, so they'll sell that out just based on him being there in attendance. Yeah. But it's, it's a building block card. I have no problem. I mean, we've said in the past, I have no issue with the building block cards. I just don't understand if you wouldn't known that this was going to be announced with so little time in between to promote it.
Yeah, they got to promote it better.
Yeah, why would you even go about announcing it? Why wouldn't you just take like I would have just taken Idris Virgo. Like I would have just taken like 3 of these fights or 4 of them and just slap them on the prelims of the fucking Prime card.
Yeah.
Just called it a day. Or you could just save them for Misfits. But in theory, like if you say like Misfits 010 and it's like not a big pay-per-view, then I get it. I kind of get it. Whatever, man. There you go. There's Misfits 9. We'll do our predictions and we'll bullshit our way through. But this is like one of the pay-per-views where it's like it's kind of similar to Misfits. What was the one in New Orleans where JMX versus Le'Veon Bell? I cared about that one more than this one. That one had like a lot of not great fights. Well, I mean, the fights were fine. That one had like a lot of like unknowns on it. But it's like at least we got to watch a Le'Veon Bell fight. That was kind of fun. Yeah. And that fight turned out to be like a bloodbath. So
that was good. I forgot who won though.
Le'Veon did. He beat the fuck out of JMX.
And then JMX retired, right?
Nah, I don't think he retired, but he hasn't come back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I would have done JMX versus FaZe Temper. That's a sick main event. Do that. But I get like Aaron Chalmers or Calmers, whatever the fuck. He's pretty popular, so I mean, in theory, this should do just fine. In theory. But
in theory.
I would say that this is probably going to be the worst performing Misfits event.
Really? The last one was terrible.
Yeah, but even that one had the fucking Survivor tag thing to carry it.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm guessing that fucking poor Mams Taylor's got a lot going on. He's got to situate, negotiate contracts and deals for the Prime card while he's also trying to fucking put this whole fucking shit show together, all while on a timetable with a venue booked and having DAZN breathing down his fucking neck. I'm guessing it's not an easy job.
No.
I mean, and you have to find a lot of guys here to like continue to build this scene. You have to find a lot of guys that like you and I would never think of.
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand it, and I get why they're having this card. I just wish that, things worked out better so we could have gotten it announced earlier. But it is what it is. It's gonna be like, if you have nothing better to do on a Saturday or whenever this thing is going on, you'll flick it on. I guess if you like the scene,
I do.
huh?
Well, I do.
I mean, yeah, it depends who's playing football that day. And you and I are getting into college football.
Are we?
Sure. Let's watch USC.
Yeah, that's one team.
That's who you got to get. Yeah. I
There's
like
Caleb,
this fucking what's that dickhead's name?
Caleb Williams.
I like that guy. I get he won the Heisman last year, and I feel like that's kind of cheating if we kind of like pick him. But I would normally pick LSU, but
They got shit on.
they got shit on, and their quarterback sucks. I think it's Duke. I'm kind of interested in them.
Yeah, they beat some SEC team.
Yeah,
think.
it's
Was it South Carolina?
Duke football. I don't know, man. I based it on the quarterback. Riley Leonard. I don't know. We'll see. We got to pick a team. We can't pick Mizzou because,
Screw Mizzou. They suck anyways. They get blown out every year.
yeah, they don't ever win. So, well,
Actually,
it's also like us picking like USC because of Caleb Williams. Well, he just won a Heisman, so it's kind of cheating. And I don't want to pick Alabama because they're like the Kansas City Chiefs of fucking college football. So,
Georgia.
Yeah, I don't know. We should just pick like a couple teams that we want to watch, and like if nothing's happening that day, but it's gonna be USC. Let's be honest, because I think Caleb Williams is really talented.
Yeah.
So let's get into college football.
We're really only watching for prospects.
Yeah, and then when they get to the NFL, we can't support them because we're kind of
well.
I'm kind of stretched thin as it is.
Yeah, but one guy's gonna be retired soon.
But I'm not allowed to just pick up another guy.
Yeah, but like there will be enough. There will be enough.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways. So that's Misfits 9. Nothing left to talk about there.
Shitter. Oh fuck, is my mic on?
I'm not gonna say that. It's not a shitter.
Usually the shitters are like where you have low expectations are the good ones.
Yeah, and my expectations could not be any lower, so that's good.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna just rapid fire our predictions for the NFL Week 1 season. So, I'm gonna go through it really fast so I can fit it all into a clip. So I can post it. And then we can talk about why I believe that's going to be the case. Uh-oh. I need to plug my laptop in. Does that make sense? Huh?
No. I didn't know if we were talking a while. No.
No, we're
45
minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes, something like that. Anyways.
So like am I answering too, or are you just predicting?
We can both do it, but we have to do it fast.
No. You go first, and you can get yours in a clip, and then I'll go after slower.
But you don't have. No, we should both. I'm gonna like name the game, and then we both are gonna like rapid fire a prediction out, and I'm gonna go to the next one.
All right. I already know first.
And then we'll talk because you don't have the games in front of you, so I have to read it.
Yeah, but you still got to let the audience know too.
Audience, why I think they're gonna win?
No. Just like the two teams. You just go ahead.
All right. Rapid fire. This is mine and Nick's Week 1 NFL predictions of who's gonna win all the games in Week 1 of the NFL. First game is gonna be Chiefs versus Lions. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Game 2 is gonna be Bengals versus Browns. Give me the Browns.
Bengals.
Game 3 is gonna be Texans versus the Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Ravens.
Game 4 is going to be Buccaneers versus Vikings. Gonna go ahead and give me the Vikings.
Vikings.
Next game is going to be Panthers versus the Falcons. Give me the Falcons.
Panthers.
It's going to be Cardinals versus the Washington Commanders. Give me the Commanders.
Commanders.
Jaguars versus Colts. Give me the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars.
49ers versus Steelers. Give me the 49ers.
Steelers.
It's going to be Titans versus the Saints. Give me Mayo drinking Will Levis versus to win it all with the Titans.
Saints.
Raiders versus Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
Broncos.
It's going to be Eagles versus Patriots. Give me the Eagles.
Eagles.
Rams versus Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks. No way, Rams.
Rams. It's going to be Dolphins versus Chargers. Go ahead and give me the Dolphins.
Chargers.
Packers versus the Bears. Just because Aaron Rodgers isn't there, we're not going to pretend like history isn't going to repeat itself. Give me the Green Bay Packers.
Packers.
Cowboys versus the Giants. Go ahead and give me the Cowboys.
Giants.
And the main event of Week 1 Monday Night Football, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. In an upset, give me the New York Jets starting off hot, beating the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
You cocksucker. And that was our Week 1 predictions. Hopefully we get them right. Boom. And that's our segment. We'll do that segment every week.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. All right.
That was fun.
Yeah. I'm sure like how you just fucking rattled through that. Lions versus Chiefs. Why do you think? Well, who'd you pick?
I picked Chiefs, but that's a close one.
I actually wouldn't mind changing my prediction to the Lions.
I wouldn't either. I was good.
Yeah.
I was like, Patrick Mahomes healthy. They'll probably be home. Got the refs on their side always.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like so hard because all these Week 1 games, it's like a lot of these top tier quarterbacks are coming off of not playing a lot. And so it's taken them a while to kind of warm into things. And the Lions have something to prove. I think they're going to win their division this year. So
that division's good.
It's Packers, Lions, Vikings, and
the Bears.
So it's the Lions. It's Green Bay Lions and Vikings. Yeah. Bengals versus Browns. I got the Browns beating the Bengals because Joe Burrow's coming off a calf injury.
That's a good game.
Yeah, it's a divisional rival game. Burrow's, hurt coming off that injury. So I don't think he's going to be warmed up and good to go by then.
Deshaun Watson will be there. He was warming up last season after a suspension.
Yeah, he's a shitter though, so I don't really care.
He's good.
No.
Yeah, he's good.
No. I bet I could go out there and complete more passes.
Bad take.
Texans versus Ravens. I don't think the Ravens are going to do well this year, but the Texans have nobody on their team except like CJ Stroud. Texans got Stroud, right?
Yeah.
And they also got Richardson, I believe his name is, who's the pass rusher, I think. But it's like they're rookies.
Who are they playing? Texans and who was it?
Texans and Ravens.
Dude, Lamar Jackson's good, but he gets hurt. But
yeah, that's why I don't think they're going to be good. I think he's going to get hurt.
Yeah, but it'll be there game 1.
But he hasn't played football in a fucking year, so it's like
the way he plays, it's kind of just natural.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
He just balls like, do I really need to throw this thing? I'm fast as fuck, and they can't tackle me.
Dude's ass.
Dude, when he plays, they are like a top 4 team of the AFC.
Yeah, but like
he doesn't play.
Yeah, but like fuck him. I mean, I don't know. Like last year it was Mahomes won the MVP. 2 years in a row was fucking Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I hate to be that guy. Lamar Jackson's been a fucking non-factor for 4 years. I don't know.
He's
I don't. I. He may have been. He may have been, but he don't play football anymore. So I don't.
we'll see.
Fuck him. I don't really. What do you? I mean, Buccaneers versus Vikings. Buccaneers are shitters, so that's why I chose the Vikings.
Yeah, they got Baker Mayfield quarterback. Have they
Yeah,
not fucking earned? Kirk Cousins, that's a game he'll win.
about time.
Get him, Kirk.
Panthers versus Falcons. I think that who's on the who's the fucking quarterback for the Panthers? Bryce Young.
If he plays, yeah.
I think that
Those are young.
it's the rookie's first year. I think that it's just he's gonna have some growing pains.
Yeah, he's also small.
Yeah, but like so I got the Falcons aren't particularly good, but I just think the Panthers have growing pains. That's why in the beginning.
It's a kind of shitter game, but
yeah, I won't watch it, so it doesn't matter. Cardinals versus Commanders. Washington Commanders are like secretly weird.
I don't even know who's on offense. I just know they have a really good defense.
Yeah. And like the Cardinals for some reason like pushed DeAndre Hopkins out the fucking door.
Old. He's not good.
DeAndre Hopkins?
When he plays, he's good, but he doesn't play that much.
Fair enough. Jaguars versus Colts. I think Jaguars just have a better team.
Who do the Colts even have at quarterback?
Richardson.
Yeah, Jaguars beat them.
Yeah. 49ers versus Steelers. San Francisco.
Is Brock Purdy back?
He will be, I believe.
Good.
I mean, he's like their only quarterback, so I would imagine he'd be back.
That's gonna be like a 6-9 game.
Yep, that one's gonna be a shitter. Titans versus Saints. This is probably a dumb pick on my part, but Titans like sometimes win randomly. So
Yeah, I think the Saints are gonna win their division, but their division's so bad.
who's in the division? It's
You got
Bucks and
Buccaneers, Panthers, and Falcons.
yeah, I mean, they should win it.
Yeah,
Who's the fucking Saints quarterback?
I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. I just know the other teams.
Fuck them. Raiders and Broncos. I think the Broncos will be better, and I don't think that the Raiders will be. So
yeah, I think the Raiders are gonna suck this year. So yeah,
I think they're gonna be trash. And if I had to put all my money on the table, Devontae Adams will be a Jet next year. So it really doesn't matter. It's like I
definitely coming in free agency. I don't know when it is.
Yeah, 100, and his contract ends at the end of the season. 110%, he will not be in fucking Las Vegas. He will be in New York. And not only that, he'll be in New York long after Aaron Rodgers leaves.
Yeah.
Because they're a good team with Rodgers or without him.
Well, who's that backup?
Zach the Jets?
Yeah, Zach Wilson. He's not bad.
He's not bad, and he's sitting behind Aaron, so he's gonna get better. So,
Yeah.
I like, and Jimmy G is gonna get hurt. So,
I think the Broncos they got Sean Payton, right? It's their head coach now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll have a better year.
And I'm a firm believer that quarterbacks don't just fall off a fucking cliff. With Tom Brady, there was a gradual decline. Russell Wilson, there wasn't. He just was on a completely new team with not a great coaching staff.
Yeah, some Nathaniel, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett, who's
better at just being like certain areas.
Yeah, he's a fucking offensive coordinator.
Not a head coach.
And not a head coach. And like I trust him on the Jets because he worked with Rodgers in the past on a system that Rodgers was really successful with. I believe he won the Super Bowl with that playbook.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Eagles, Patriots.
It's gonna be a good game, I think. Actually,
Should
you know
be.
what? I feel like the Patriots are gonna get blown out.
No, I think the Patriots are going to be shitters this year.
Yeah.
They're relying on Ezekiel Elliott. That's the game. That's the game plan. The best player on that team is Bill Belichick,
Yeah,
and
he's gonna.
he's a fucking coach.
I feel like he's
Uh,
gonna retire soon.
yeah, I mean, and is Mac Jones good at football? I don't know.
He's average.
Maybe. Who knows? Rams, Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are gonna be fucking cracked this year. For some reason, they have Cooper Cup like balling out on fantasy points.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like he had one good year. And I get it. It was like the best wide receiver year ever in football. But he
But it
was
was
also on a team that like cashed out and sold their soul to win the fucking Super Bowl
for 1 year.
for 1 year. Cooper hasn't played in a year, and the guy who's going to be throwing the ball to him, Stafford, hasn't played in a year.
They're interesting.
It's either I don't think they're going to be good. So
No, I think they're gonna be bad, and I think like Aaron Donald's gonna get traded.
he's still on that team.
Yeah.
I thought he left.
No, not yet.
Is he hurt though?
Yeah,
He's
maybe.
always fucking hurt, isn't he?
They're one of the most like they were so relevant to come so unrelevant. Like last year,
It's really like they took a fucking year off.
yeah, it's like they just like sat out the league.
Literally, like that Super Bowl hangover was insane. Cooper blew. I don't even know what Stafford got hurt with. What was his issue?
Someone with his arm, probably elbow.
And then Cooper blew out his ACL. You know, that's a good thing for a fucking wide receiver.
Yeah,
Whatever, dude. Dolphins versus Chargers. Dolphins should be cracked if Tua doesn't die.
this is gonna be like a 45, 42 point game.
No defense. But
Yeah,
I mean, but Dolphins should have a defense now, even though Jalen Ramsey's hurt. They picked up Eli Apple.
dude, the Chargers are really good too, though.
And the
They had a lot.
Chargers, yeah, the
And
Chargers are just getting better. So,
like I
uh,
could see them like winning their division against the Chiefs.
really,
Yeah,
I think I think if Tua stays healthy, the Dolphins are insane.
yeah. You learn Brazilian jiu-jitsu, so you're good.
They're gonna give him Darth Vader's fucking helmet so he doesn't get any more concussions.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be talking to a button thing.
Yeah. Packers versus Bears. Um, Bears. Uh, Nikki.
The power went out, I think. So we're just gonna go with the dark. We're almost done with the podcast anyway.
Nick,
Everything just like
Nick, where'd you go?
you froze too. That was funny.
Yeah, you froze, and I was like, "Oh no, dude."
I just
Please.
heard this go off. I was like, really? Yeah, some Amarin guys out there. He's been fucking up some stuff lately.
Okay.
I don't know what to do because there's no light.
Go outside.
Yes, I could easily do that. Oh, I forgot the garage door won't work. Actually, I could still go outside. Let's just continue with our predictions.
Packers.
Who's next?
The Packers versus the Bears.
Oh well, this one's easy.
I think Jordan Love should be good, and I think that the Bears got better, but they're the Bears. So
Yeah, it's exciting to see Justin Fields this year if he sucks or not.
I mean, he sucked last year, so why would he be better?
Well, they had no receivers last year.
Okay,
They got another one. It's like more. It's pretty good.
yeah. Jets fucking hacked him off though, so
Who'd they get?
Alan, like they got rid of him and picked up Mecole Hardman, Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, the Jets.
Yeah.
I think Jordan Love, there's going to be growing pains with the Packers team, but I don't think it's going to be that effective off the start because Jordan's been passing around this Packers team for a while.
No, I think they're gonna start off really good.
And I think they'll either not be a good team or they'll be someone to fuck with. And I think
I
that
think they'll start off like 4-2, but then they'll like lose a lot after that.
yeah. And I think that Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson just got better. And Jordan Love trusts them and it has been around them a lot. So I think that they're an incredibly young team. Like the oldest wide receiver they have is 24 or 26. That's crazy. So I'm gonna pick the Packers.
Yeah, same.
Cowboys versus Giants. I don't give a fuck if you give Danny Dimes $500 million. He's average.
Yeah, but they got a good team. I think they'll win
against the Cowboys.
Yeah,
the Cowboys.
Yeah. Do you hear that? The lawnmower?
No.
All right, good, because I can mute myself.
The Cowboys that's your team. Those are your guys.
I know, I love them.
But you think they're gonna lose?
I'm realistic.
Okay. Bills versus Jets. I said the Jets. Not just because I'm an Aaron Rodgers dick rider. I said the Jets are going to win because they have a lot to prove. They have to find a way to start out hot and fast if they're going to have any chance getting out of this 6-week hell that they're about to go into. The Bills' confidence was shattered last season. They're known to start off a little bit slower. Von Miller. Is it Von Miller? That fucking guy. He's hurt. Won't be back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he won't be back till week 4. They got themselves a tight end, but tight ends, especially younger tight ends, do not prove to be good off the bat because it's a whole playbook and blocking strategies that they have to learn. So it's really just Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs who may not be too happy with each other. Trading blows. And it's Aaron Rodgers who's healthy, who's been playing with this system since March or whenever he got signed to the Jets in OTAs and in training camp. Garrett Wilson's there. Alan Lazard will be healthy and good to go. And while I do think there's going to be growing pains in the beginning off the Jets, I think that they should be able to carve up that Bills defense at least an effective amount, considering that Aaron was able to stand a chance against the Bills last season when he was on Green Bay with a broken thumb when Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson were not developed to the point they need to be, and he just ran the ball. Now he is Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook, so he can really run the ball, and he has Garrett Wilson and Alan Lazard that he can trust to throw the ball to.
I think Alan Lazard is going to have a big week.
I think he's going to have. I think Alan Lazard's underrated. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he'll have a big week this week.
Yeah. So I think that just the Bills are just going to start off too slow and the Jets are going to come out hot. That's what I think is going to happen.
And Josh Allen, I feel like he struggles against good defenses. He forces things. So
yeah,
I feel like 2 to 3 interceptions maybe.
Yeah. But you picked the Bills. Why?
Well, because Josh Allen also can be.
Is Josh Allen? Yeah, he's also Josh Allen.
Yeah, I could see him throwing 3 interceptions, but I could also see him throwing 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. The Bills played the Jets. What was the so they play so every time they played them last year, besides on January 9th, the Bills kind of kicked the shit out of them. But the Jets by then were already ravaged with fucking injuries or no, that was the year prior. So they weren't even the team they are now. It was a 3-point game when they played them in November last year, and the Jets won. And then the Bills beat them 20-12 in a 1-score game.
Yeah, it really could be either team.
So it's a coin toss. It really is a coin toss. But I think that the Jets just they need it more.
Yeah, but
They have to win. They don't have to win, but like in their head, they have been preparing for this game on this week the entire training camp. You can see it in Hard Knocks. They talked about it every fucking week. So that's why I think the Jets are going to win.
I hope they win.
I hope they win too. And after soccer practice on Monday, you and I will be watching the game.
Damn right.
Together. Well, it's at 7:15, so
What time do you get off at?
soccer practice ends at 7:45.
We get the second half.
Yeah. Or I'll just leave practice early. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways.
Or we just both watch it at home.
No. 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 Going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, that shitter.
Yeah, we're not going to that shithole.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know who took over or what they did. Y'all fucking suck.
Yeah, you guys are shitters. I'm just throwing that out there.
They don't even like blend the chicken with the sauce anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's a shithole. Anyways, Nikki, pick a number between 1 and 10.
1 and 10. I'm trying to think of like a specific number. Can't. I'll go at 3.
Okay. Landon Thompson. Landon Thompson won.
But he's not following you.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Jackpot next week. $10.
Sucks to suck. All right. Sorry, Landon. Uber. Anyway, in order to win $10, 10 whole buckaroos, the first person that in order to win $10, you have to comment a number between 1 and 10 in the comments below. You have to be following the page and like this post in order to win. If you're not following, we're not going to send you $10. And what?
No.
Okay. And if you put the number down in the comments and Nick guesses it next week, we'll comment on your thing. We'll send you $10. You cannot guess multiple numbers at once. You can only guess one number, and you have to be following in order to win. In order to win $10. Okay. Shitters. All right.
Shitter.
Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this fucking one up. Nick, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Wait. What number is Josh Allen? Do you know? What's his jersey number?
Is the first person?
Is it double digits or is it not double?
I think it's double digits, isn't it?
All right.
Is it 3? 17.
All right. Never mind.
Oh no, because were we gonna do 1 through 10 or were we gonna do a 1 through 20?
No. We'll do 1 through 10.
1 through 10. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Anyways,
10.
that's it. We're done. Packed episode.
Did you really not hear that?
No.
Some jackwagon's like doing a wheelie up the street. All right. Yeah. What an episode. My apologies for the electricity.
No, it's all right. I forgive you.
I'll make sure to go yell at my grandparents.
Yeah,
They're messing up my fucking deal.
Tell them to fucking straighten their shit out.
Oh, I will.
All right. So we're gonna wrap this one up. Peace, love,
Oh,
Jesus.
God, I don't know what just happened. I punched it too hard.
Did you break it?
No.
Okay.
It's like I slid down while I did it.
Oh. Bye, everybody. See you on next week's shitter.
Cause you're like a bonfire. You're warm like the sun, you kiss like the ocean. I think you're the one. See you in my horizon, a stream I feel riding, 'cause you're like a night.